As runners, we all challenge ourselves in ways we never thought possible, pushing the boundaries of what we're capable of to smash through targets and set ourselves new, bigger and better ones.
This awesome hobby that we share gives us one thing in common, and it brings us together as a community. Whether you're working towards completing your first parkrun or you're a veteran of the sport who's run 100 ultra marathons, we all know the feeling of reaching that maxed out effort and our own red line.
Welcome to our podcast, where your hosts Brett Elesmore and Andy Maguire discuss the struggles, the successes and everything in between on our running journeys, as we all work towards the next time we're running the red line. Hello and welcome to episode 115 of Running the Red Line. I am your host Brett, and I am joined as always by my co-host Andy, and we are both sweltering, aren't we?
Yeah, this is the sound of summer. Just pretend this is a cider and you're in a beer garden and it's not a can of Fanta lemon. Can you hear that? You probably can't even hear it.
Yeah, perfect.
And I'll try and clink the glass around the massive ice cube now.
To join you, I'm going to...
Oh! What a sound. What a sound. So I'm on the... Because we're recording in the day, which we don't normally do. I've gone for a Fanta lemon.
I've gone for the best drink in the world ever.
Are you on the Pepsis?
Pepsis, don't
Whoa!
Don't swear at me.
I had a...
How dare you?
I had a Coke Zero earlier. I was at work, and I was saying this to you in the pre-pod. God, imagine if we did a pre-pod pod. We have to do 2 podcasts before we start the podcast.
Yeah.
And the guy I was working, I went to work like this in this green cotton shirt, and it looked like I had just got a bucket of water and emptied it on myself. And he was like, "Are you all right, mate?" I was like, "No, not really." Like,
no, I'm wearing green linen in this heat.
Yeah, I should have known better, really. I shouldn't have worn such a colour that shows just how much you are struggling in this summer heat. But there aren't many colours that hide it.
I was going to say, there's not many colours that you can get away with it. White is probably the easiest, but it still shows.
I don't own any white shirts apart from like shirts to wear with a tie. So technically I do own some white shirts then, but I don't. I almost always wear a short sleeve shirt to work because I don't wear a tie. And I can't wear a long sleeve shirt with the sleeves rolled up. Just can't do it. So I'm gonna have to wear these. These. These types.
I went to a wedding a couple of weeks ago, and I don't own many shirts, as you can probably imagine. And for Christmas, my sister had bought me a shirt that was a bit interesting in design. And I whilst we were out shopping for Christmas, I mentioned it and I went, that's quite good. And she put it in her basket and bought it me for Christmas. But it's a short sleeve shirt, but the sleeves came down quite low. And I hate long sleeves on a short sleeve thing. So like on my T-shirts, I always roll the sleeves up on every T-shirt I own. And I put it on the night before the wedding and was like, that looks ridiculous. And I just feel uncomfortable in that. So I got the sewing machine out and chopped about 3 inches off the sleeve and sewed it back up.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's quite enterprising, I guess. Did you wear a suit jacket over the top of it?
No.
Did you open neck shirt? Was it?
Yeah. Just
with the bride and groom, like, we know it's hot. Just stay casual. Just don't
Yeah, well,
No.
yeah, it was obvious. Dress for a wedding, but don't think you've got to like go all out proper.
Yeah.
But Sammy, who I work with, he decided to wear a full-on suit, and I gave him a
Wow.
lift, and he was
That's
wearing
brave.
a suit jacket and everything. I was like, "Are you not absolutely sweating in that?" He was
You've
like,
got,
"Yeah, I am." Yeah,
and you've got no aircon in your car.
no,
Oh, poor Sammy. Oh,
and the window's
God.
open.
Yeah, I can blow some cold air at you, mate. No problem. Which isn't really cold. It's kind of like outside air
Lukewarm,
temperature. Yeah, it's engine temperature.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm quite excited for this. I haven't had a Fanta lemon for a while, and I must say I'm actually really enjoying it. It's really nice. Ooh. Oh, listen to that! That's the sound I was trying to get earlier. That clink
Yeah.
of the ice.
Yeah.
Such a nice summery sound. So, yes, so I had this kind of Coke Zero earlier, which went down a treat. But same with Pepsi Max. I found myself craving Pepsi Maxes over a Pepsi or a Coke Zero over a Coke, which I know you probably don't.
I have never found myself wanting a Pepsi. Full stop.
Well, Pepsi Max though. Have you ever tried a Pepsi Max?
Oh yeah, of course I've had it in the past, because it's like in all pubs in the UK, Pepsi's real name is Pepsi okay? Because everybody asks for a Coke and they have to go, is Pepsi all right?
Well, what is the actual name of that liquid you're drinking? A cola?
What Coke? What Coke
When
Zero?
No. So if you go to a pub or Pizza Hut or anywhere, and you ask for that dark sort of brown liquid, is that called cola? What should you ask for?
Yeah, it's a cola.
It's
a cola, but
we're getting very Partridge-esque here, aren't we?
It's a bit like Hoover, but really it's a vacuum cleaner.
Yes.
Coke is the name for
it's a brand
cola.
Name.
Because if you look on the description of on the can, it just says sparkling low calorie soft drink with plant extracts with sweeteners. Doesn't say it's a cola, because it's called Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Whereas
TQ will listen to this, so just chomping on the bit to get his Partridge in here, saying, "Hey," and he goes on the tannoy, right? Speaker system. Tannoy is the brand name. Sorry. What are you saying?
Yeah, but so it is a cola, but Coca-Cola don't call themselves a cola because it's in their brand name, and everybody just calls Coke, don't they?
Yeah.
Because Pepsi's actual name is Pepsi Cola.
Yeah, of course. So has Coca-Cola got anything to do with a cocoa plant?
Well, it's because when it was first invented, it had cocaine in it.
Well, this is why I guess Coke is called Coke in Colombia. Sorry to generalize, but that's why.
Yeah.
That's why it comes from that name, isn't it?
It was a medicinal drink when it was first made.
Yeah.
And then it's just changed recipe.
I'm sorry,
over
but
the years.
what illness is cocaine helping?
Well, it's numbing the pain, isn't it?
Apart from shyness. That's
numbing the pain
that's bizarre. A bit. Yeah, I suppose. Do you know there's something in Coca-Cola? I spoke to my old teacher was Mexican, and he used to say when he was a kid in Mexico, because it would get so hot, they would give all the kids Coca-Cola, because apparently the sun can make you obviously quite nauseous, and there's something within a can of Coke that can stop you being sick. I don't know if that's true or not.
Okay, interesting.
Or I don't know, or maybe that's just
possibly.
I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But no, that doesn't sound too healthy, really, does it?
That is the king of all Cokes.
Is that your Mac Coke?
Yeah, Mexican Coca-Cola is incredible.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Mexico, did you watch the game last week?
I didn't watch it live, but I watched the how long was it? About 10 minutes of highlights on YouTube afterwards.
Yeah. Well, the game was due to kick off at 1 o'clock, but was delayed for an hour because of thunderstorms, which they knew would happen. And I woke up and I didn't even wake up. Sorry, I stayed up.
It almost wasn't at that time, was it? They almost brought it forward and like did it at some strange hour in the day.
But yeah, but I think imagine if you were the players. Imagine if they were like, right, guys, you know that London Marathon? Yeah, we're going to do it 6 hours earlier. Is that all right with everybody? Yeah. They're like, no, because I've been prepping to start it at actually 10 o'clock. Yeah, the players basically pushed back, didn't they? And they said, no, we haven't had enough prep time for that. But I stayed up to watch it. And then as soon as the programme started on BBC or ITV, they said within 30 seconds, kickoff's at 2 now, guys, not 1. So brilliant. So you could see Wayne Rooney and Joe Hart and whoever it was on the panel going, what are we going to do for 2 hours? What are we going to talk about for 2 hours? Much like this podcast, but they got through it.
Yeah.
And eventually I did stay up for it. And guess what? Fell asleep and got woken up 38 minutes in by the commentator shouting, goal! And I woke up and, I think Jude had just scored and then scored again. And then it was half-time. Well, they scored, didn't they, in Mexico? It was 2-1 half-time. Then I went to sleep again over half-time. You can tell I'm really struggling. And then, right, Daisy came in, the little toe rag that she is. Laura had gone to bed. And Daisy came in the room, jumped on the sofa, and she knows exactly what is the most valuable thing to you at that very moment in any room that you're in. So she ran off with the remote control. And as she ran off, turned off the TV, and from then on, I had to wrestle the remote out of her clutches, and then couldn't sleep again after that. But the game got pretty spicy after that, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Yeah.
Yeah, the second half was brilliant. It was good. It was a good performance, and it wasn't pretty, but apparently the altitude, by all accounts, was not helpful to England.
Well, it wouldn't be, would it? It's So a lot of people were saying that it was Mexico in the end that couldn't handle the altitude. What did we win in the 3-2, wasn't it? Yeah. What did you think of the sending off?
Well, game's gone, innit? Game's gone. We all know that. But by the letter of the law, yes, it was a red card. I think it was. The American one, now the Trump one, have you heard about all the
Donald Trump ringing up FIFA and going, hey, come on, let it go.
Yeah. I know I can't tell you what to do, but if you don't, I will take you for everything you've got and make you resign. And so I think that was less of a red card, but it was unfortunate, Kwanzaa. He just went in a bit high, I think. And
his foot hit the ball, didn't it? And it rolled across the top of the ball, which meant his studs were high.
Yeah, but the rules have all changed now. So, for example, you can take the ball, but if you take the man as well, then it's still not only a foul, but it's still a card. And so I'd be too scared to play professional football now.
Although his studs were high, he didn't really hit him that hard, whereas the American player trod on the back of his leg and
Achilles or
almost broke his ankle.
Yeah.
And that got overturned, but what's it called? Kwanzaa's got two game suspension.
It's when you think about it, it's so bad, isn't it? What Trump has done. He's literally just changed the rules because he knows his mate is in charge of the World Cup. So he's like, go on, mate, sort this out for me, will you? And I'm sure it was a little bit more than just one phone call, wasn't it, Donald? Let's check your back. Let's check those bank statements. But it's a bit of a farce. But overall, I know the football always wins and all that. I'm starting to enjoy the World Cup a little bit more. I haven't really up until now, but as soon as the knockouts start happening, as soon as games start going to penalties, it starts getting a little bit more exciting. And I am finally starting to enjoy it a little bit more.
Did you also see that Balogun, the guy who was supposed to have a suspension for America, his parents are actually British, but he was born whilst they were on holiday in America, and that's why
I didn't know that.
for America. Yeah, so he grew up in the UK, and he can play for America because he was born in America. So he's got citizenship.
Right. Oh, I didn't know that. Right. Well, I think he chose the right country because there's no way he would have got an England team.
No, exactly. Yeah.
So
that's why he's playing for the US. Yeah.
Yeah. But have we talked about Cape Verde? I can't remember if we did. Did you see how well Cape Verde have come out of this World Cup?
For the tiniest island in the world. Yeah.
It is amazing. The heart and soul that they have given into this World Cup has been amazing. And they have captured the hearts, and they are the success story, really, of this World Cup.
Yeah.
And probably have scored the goal of the tournament as well. They scored a screamer to make it 2-2, and took Argentina to the very end of extra time. Nearly took them to a penalty shootout. And I would have fancied them. Because have you heard about their goalkeeper, Vozinha, who's the 40-year-old keeper for Cape Verde?
Yeah, his first game, he had a game and a half, didn't he? And then all of a sudden became viral online and had millions of followers.
Tommy D, our Welsh correspondent, was telling me before the tournament, he had something like 20,000, I don't know, 30,000 followers or something like that. Now, I'm just trying to find out how many he's got. I think it's in the region of 10. No, it can't be 10 million, can it? Probably about 5 million followers or something. So it's gone absolutely mental. The amount of followers that he's had from the World Cup. So he's set up for life now, because I don't know what he was getting paid. I don't know who he plays for.
Yeah.
But when you get that many followers on social media, it's like having passive income for the rest of your life, I would have thought. He can probably have people throwing money at him and, to try and advertise this, that, and the other. So, it's changed his life, this World Cup, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Here you go.
I did see
28.5 million followers.
You said, oh, it can't be 10.
I know. Well, I thought that would be a bit extreme. But honestly, his growth over the last 4 weeks, overnight really, was, imagine going from a few thousand to like 5-10 million. Like Tommy D was like 1 million, 2 million. He's got 5 million followers. This is mental. So, it's mad. Absolutely mad.
Yeah, that's ace. I did see something someone was saying online that they think this World Cup is brilliant because the football isn't as good. He said the Premier League has got really stale because it's all about tactics and it's all about like being on it. Whereas this World Cup, it's more just get out there and play football.
Yeah.
And they're allowed to do what they want to do because the sides from countries like Cape Verde, they're not fully into the tactics and everything. It's just get out there and play hard.
Yeah, and what about the DR Congo, the day that we should have done
Congo.
Since we were going to do our 5K, I'm actually really glad that I didn't do Telford now. And I watched that game because it was a good game, that. And, that was a good game. But I wanted to ask you your opinion.
Good game.
On the kits and the shirts and some of your favourite shirts from this World Cup. Who is winning Adidas
did I
or
see?
Nike?
Whose was it that I saw the other day? And I was like, that's a good kit.
Well, there are two that are outstanding to me. The one is the France away kit, which they played in last night, which is a mint green colour, which is
the France kit, mint green. Weren't
they're
they in
their
white?
away kit. No, last night they were in mint green.
Really? I thought it was
I don't know
white.
if you can see that through the. It's a mint green colour, yeah. So if you type in France away, but the one I think is the best is the Belgium away.
Oh, that dude! What have I just Googled?
Yes, isn't it fantastic?
That kit is incredible.
Look at that! It's like, how would you describe that? It's like tie dye almost.
Well, it's like a blue shirt with pink. It looks a bit like flowers all over it, doesn't it?
Yeah, they look. It's like half of a planet. It's like half of a planet.
Yeah, it's such a good kit.
It's so cool. It's really genuinely cool, and it's got the vintage as well Adidas logo.
Yes, it's got the trefoil logo rather than the 3 stripes.
Is that what it's called? The trefoil.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's like the vintage German kind of.
Yeah. So the hang on.
If you had like the Adidas Sambas, for example, on the tongue, is that logo?
Yeah. So that's the trefoil logo.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's like the 3. Where are we? The 3 like leaves.
Yes.
The stripes.
Yeah.
Whereas like the more modern one is just the 3 stripes in a triangle.
Yeah. It is. It is a tidy logo.
So the trefoil logo is like their original logo, and that's their like legacy logo, whereas the modern logo is the 3 stripes.
Yes. But there have been some good kits that I've quite enjoyed. What do you think about the England shirt? It's a bit dull, isn't it? It's Nike, isn't it?
Yeah. It's all right.
It's just a bit dull. The France home shirt I quite like. France home and away is nice. So France jersey is a Nike shirt, but they've got like this. It's an interesting print. It's an interesting pattern.
Yeah,
it's quite cool. Different shades of blue, different shades of navy.
Yeah.
And what about the USA as well with the rippling flag?
I quite like the idea that they've done it so it looks like a rippling flag, and it's a bit like a piece of op art, isn't it?
Yeah.
That you've got those waves, but it makes
cool.
It is cool, but it makes their bodies look a bit weird whilst wearing it.
Yeah,
throws your eye out.
Yeah, I suppose. But it's a good idea, but it is difficult, I think, to beat Argentina's colours. They have always, to my knowledge, had an Adidas kit supplier, and maybe they were Puma at one time. I don't know, but when I think of Maradona, he was Adidas, but like I just think it's so sexy because it's not just a pale sky blue and a white stripe. The pale blue have got like a graduated, a graduated line, if you know what I mean. Yeah, from dark to light. So that is a really nice blue line, I think. A really nice blue stripe. So I do quite like, and when you see Messi wearing it, so there's a strong possibility, that we might be playing them next Wednesday in the semi-final. So tonight,
well,
no, sorry.
You say there's a big possibility. We've got to get past Norway first.
Well, we've got to beat Erling and the Norwegians. Have you seen the Viking row? What do you think of the Viking row?
It's a bit like the Icelandic clap.
Well, it's not as good as that, is it? That's the point. No. It's a bit like, well, you've just copied something, but not as good. Because the first time it was like a, no one had seen anything like that, had we? But now it's just a little bit like, ooh, it's not quite the same. And yeah.
That was the other shirt that I
Viking
liked.
clap.
That was the other shirt that I liked. Hang on. Let me find it.
Let me guess. Who's had a good shirt? I don't know. Germany home. Japan.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, Japan.
Yeah, Japan.
That's quite smart. Nice pinstripe, is it? I can't
Yeah,
quite see the
and
detail.
I like the fact the stripes are all different colours.
Yeah, and they're kind of like interrupted pinstripes, aren't they?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. So, how many of the games have you watched live? You've watched a single game?
None.
Yet?
No.
What about the World Cup final? Should we make it? Or what about from now on? Because the games are a little bit more higher stakes now. Are you more interested in them? Or is it because they're on BBC? You can't watch them?
Well, I can't watch them at home because I'm a good lad and I haven't got a TV license. So I don't watch anything live at home at all. If we make like the semis, I'll probably go somewhere to watch it maybe.
So the schedule is, off the top of my head, Saturday night versus Norway, 10 o'clock kickoff. If we make the semis, we will play on Wednesday evening, and that will be again a 10 o'clock kickoff versus Argentina or Switzerland. And then the final is Sunday night, and I think it's an 8 p.m. UK time kickoff.
That's more favourable, isn't it?
Do you know what's on Wednesday night? The Pitchcroft 10K.
Oh, okay.
Hosted by Worcester AC. So, tempted.
And what time does the Pitchcroft 10K start?
I think it starts at 7:30.
Well, you got plenty of time then. If it's not kicking off till 10.
Oh, God, yeah, it's 10 o'clock kickoff, isn't it? Yeah, I'll take a rain check, maybe.
Unless you're going to take 2.5 hours to run a 10K.
It could happen. I'm running an ultra tomorrow. It could happen. So yeah. But yes. So why don't we talk then about what's happened this week? Where should we start, or even from last week?
Right. So let me give you a quick update.
Yeah.
This week, I have managed to do a lot more running. My legs aren't 100% yet, but I can actually walk down the stairs and walk up the stairs.
Oh, that's a success. I think that's a success. It's a step in the right direction.
So it seems to be getting better. So I think I don't know for sure, but that could have been the problem that has been screwing me over for the last few months.
Well, there have been a couple of people, I think, who might have agreed with you about your creatine discovery, I think. So I think as a couple of people who have said, I think you might be onto something there. But I think a few people wrote that in the comments, didn't they? So we can get to that later on. But yeah, so that's good. So have you done any running this week then?
Yeah, so I didn't run Sunday. I went out for a long ride again. I rode over to you, didn't I? And we sat down and had a coffee and talked about Parkrun in the Red Line, which we will go through very shortly.
Yes.
I cycled over to you in Worcester, and then I cycled back to Redditch and went to my shop and did a bit of work, and then I did another a long loop back home. So I ended up doing 65 mile on the bike on Sunday, which was good. And then Monday, I ended up running up to my shop to do some work and then back home. So I think I ran about 11 mile on Monday. Then on Tuesday, I cycled to work and cycled back. So I did about 15 mile in total on the bike, and then went down to club session and did the session. Ran the session a bit easier. I didn't want to push it too much because my legs still weren't feeling great, but I ended up a bit more or less pacemaking for Yarrow, which was wicked because we were running at what was a nice steadier pace for me, and the pace that Yarrow wanted to run. So that was really good. So I just ran in front of him and paced him round for all of the reps. We were doing 500-meter reps. So we did 7 times 500 meters. And we were, what we were running those in, let me just go to it quickly. I think we were doing them around 145 per 500 meters.
Oh, that's quite nippy, isn't it?
So what did we do? So it was 7 times 500 meters off 100 meters walk. So we would finish it. We were starting at the 300 meter line and then running 100 meters to the start and finish line, and then doing another 400 meters. So we were finishing on the finish line every time, and then we turn around and walk back up and then start the next rep. And we did we ran a 146, 144, 145, 143, 144, 144, and then we went a bit quicker on the last one and around a 137.
Nice. So that's 17:30 5k pace, isn't it? 3:30 a k. So 145 for 500 meters. Did you say 5?
Oh yeah.
So 3:30 a k is 17:30 pace, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about 5:38 a mile. Yeah. So
yeah, that's quite rapid.
Yeah. So we were going well, and on the last one went down to a 137. So I was quite pleased with that. Nice session. And then I completely forgot, but Andy, our coach, had said after those 7 500s, we were going to do some strides, some 100 meter strides. So we were supposed to do a 400 meter jog, like one lap of the track, and then do some strides. So I had to, I'd already stopped my watch, so I had to set up another thing for it. So we jogged round, but my legs weren't feeling great. So I basically I did the strides at the same pace, more or less, as we'd done all of the 500 meter reps, and then just went for it on the last one. We did 6 strides. I was running the 100 meters in around 20 seconds for all of the first 5, and then the last one I actually put some effort in and ran a 16 seconds. So yeah, decent. That was decent on Tuesday, and then I did my gym work like I normally do on the cross trainer and on the bike, and did some S&C, and then ran home. And then yesterday I ran up to the shop whilst it was roasting hot, because I decided to go to the cinema yesterday afternoon for the first time in a long time. I
saw this. Was it Toy Story?
No, it was Mandalorian and Grogu. Yes. Finally got a chance to go and see it. It stopped being played at all cinemas, but I just happened to see there was one showing yesterday at 11:45, and I was like, no way, it's on at the cinema. So I made my way up there and went to see that. But I had this cinema screen to myself. It was just me in there for the whole film, and they had the aircon on, so it was lovely.
Did they make sure you sat in the right seat as well?
There was no one in there to check I was sitting in the seats, but I did sit in the right seat because I'd booked one of the VIP. Well, they say VIP, don't they? But the nice leather chairs that actually recline, and they've got nice arms and everything.
So you paid for the top tier one. So yes. But sometimes I've been in cinemas when there's not many people there, and I've booked the face value bog standard ticket, and they watch to check that you're not sitting in those seats.
Yeah.
And even if there's no one there, they still won't let you sit there. I'm like, come on, mate. Come on. But no. But anyway, so was it worth it?
So I watched that. Yeah, it was. I'm really glad I got to see it in the cinema. It is basically 2 episodes of the TV show with a bigger budget. And halfway through, it even finishes like it would an episode of the TV series. You could see where the stop is for that. But it was great. The second half was fantastic. It was like watching a Jim Henson film from the 80s.
Oh,
just loads of puppetry, and it was ace. Really
Dark
cool.
Crystal.
Second half. Like that sort of thing. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it was mainly Grogu and what are they called? The Anzelians. I think they're called like Babu Frick from Rise of Skywalker. Just all the puppetry and everything, just ace, so good. But yeah, so that was fun. But whilst I was watching that, I had a large mixed popcorn.
Nice.
And that's probably not the best fuel for going out and running. And then, so I set off from my house to run up to my shop to do some work at 5 o'clock. And it was 32 degrees, but feels like 35.
What day was this? Yesterday?
Yesterday, yeah. So apparently it feels like 35 degrees. See, so I did a 10K up to my shop, and yeah, it was very warm.
Yeah, I mean, for anyone not in the UK at the moment, you're probably used to us saying this every year, but against popular belief, the UK can get so hot, so warm for a few weeks a year. We're now on our second heat wave, aren't we? Pretty much back to back.
Yes, yeah.
And a heat wave for us is pretty much over 30 degrees for 3 or 4 or 5 days or something like that. I think that the definition of a heat wave is 3 days or more that exceeds the month temperature by, say, 5 degrees or something like that. And it's been warm, hasn't it? This week has been disgracefully warm. We've not really had much wind to cool us down. It's
when there is wind, it's warm.
It's warm wind. It's a bit like being in this office without a fan on. It's a bit like being in your car.
Yeah. Yeah. But ran up there, and I didn't help myself because I chose a really hilly route. And over that 10K, I did 581 foot of elevation climbing.
Wow, nice.
So yeah, didn't make it easy for myself. But it was all right. Got up there, did a load of work, and then ran home in the evening at about 9:30, and it was a bit cooler, so that was a bit nicer on the way home. What temperature was it? Hang on, it was 29 on the way home.
Nice and cool.
But yeah, oh, and I forgot to say on because we recorded Friday, didn't we? So last Saturday was Parkrun pace a week again, so I paced 20 minutes again, and that was good. Had less of a group behind me. Most people who were aiming for that 20 minutes all dropped off at around 2 miles, so they started to I kept it even, tried to run in, so I ended up running 19:55, I think it was. But Yarrow had a great run. He ran with me for the first mile and then kicked on.
Nice.
And ran his fastest 5K of the year. So he had a great run. And then the lad just behind me, Chris Tamburo, he managed to break his PB by 35 seconds, I think it was, and ran 20:05. So to knock 35 seconds off at that pace is great going. So yeah, awesome work from him.
That happened almost identically to me. Do you remember when we did Bushy Park?
Yes.
And I did 20:02 or something like that. I beat my PB by about 40 or 30 seconds that day. And you just think, where on earth did that come from? Like, this is next level stuff now. When you're knocking that much time off at that end.
At that pace, it's some good going.
You think, wow, okay, maybe what I have been doing has been working.
Yeah.
So it's a great
sub
feeling.
20 will be on the cards for him very soon, so I'm looking forward to seeing that happen for him.
Well, it might even happen this weekend by the sounds of things. But what do you think then about trying to go for PBs this time of year?
Over shorter distances, yeah, go for it. Not too bad.
Define shorter distances.
Up to 5K.
Marathon or below.
Yeah. No, up to 5K. Anything less than 5K probably is good. But yeah, 5K is pushing it a bit. But anything over that, yeah, like a 10K, If it's 30 degrees, you don't want to be trying to push for a PB in that weather, do you?
I agree with that. I think if you're running a 10 or a half marathon PB in this weather, then in the autumn or the spring or the winter, you could be on for some serious progress if you're running that well already. Because it is not normal to run a PB in this kind of intensity of heat, is it? It's your body is working so much harder than it would do in 12 degrees.
Yeah.
At the Warwick half marathon, for example, like if you compare to Warwick to Leamington.
Oh yeah.
Like one's in February, one's in when? July or June. They're only 3 months apart, 4 months apart, but the temperature swing is significant, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mad.
And it's I don't know. I still don't know how you managed to do that Leamington half, because didn't you say it wasn't that warm the day you did it? But even then, it was still warm.
Oh yeah, it was warm. It wasn't that warm though. Hang on, let me find out for you what it says temperature wise.
So I bet it was in the 20. It must have been in the 20s if it was in June.
It was. Oh no! It was good. It was 14 degrees.
No.
That's what it says on Strava.
Strava says a lot of things. It can't have been 14, really? Well, then again, maybe that was the temperature at 8:30 in the morning when you pressed your watch to go.
Yeah, well, 8 o'clock we started. So that was the time at 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
But maybe that sounds right, actually. But I bet you by, let's say, people who are taking 2 and 3 hours, that temperature probably would have shot up.
Oh, yeah, big time.
And
yeah, it was quite warm when we finished.
Are there any marathons this time of year? Surely not in the UK. Is Edinburgh the last spring marathon?
I think so, yes. I don't think there's any marathons in the summer.
Because I always think that Copenhagen is quite late, but from all accounts, the Copenhagen weather is actually quite fair. Like it's not too warm in mid-May. But yeah, I always think that's a bit late to do a marathon. But I mean, I know I keep going on about it, right? But if ever you get the chance to do Seville, or arguably Valencia, but maybe I just got lucky with Seville. But I can't tell you just how perfect the racing conditions were in Seville. By the time I was finishing, it was a bit warm. You could feel, if you were wearing black shorts, you could feel your quads had a lot of sun on them. So they did feel quite warm. But for 3/4 of it, it was so nice and cool. Sunny, that sort of dry coolness, no humidity at all. It's just perfect racing conditions. I really want you to go and do Seville one day, because I bet you would absolutely smash it. Or Valencia at least. I think you could absolutely
I'd
rip
love
that.
to do Valencia. Yeah, I do want to do Valencia one year.
Would you lean towards Valencia over Seville?
I think so at the moment, yes. But
you got the competitive field in Valencia.
Yes, yeah. The only thing that is putting me off is the whole fact it's now gone to like ballot and all that sort of thing.
Yeah. Having done them both, I would say Seville is better overall. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's faster. I think Valencia is faster, but I think Seville is a better marathon to run, because Valencia, as you just said, is becoming very, very oversubscribed. And it's a little stressful in the morning getting to the right place. Seville, to put this into context, the Seville Marathon only had just over double the Worcester City Runs half marathon and 10K. It was only just over, because there's 6,000 that do Worcester. And I think there was 13 or 14,000 finishes at Seville. And that's such a nice number. Like at Valencia, I think there's close to 40,000 now. I think it's almost as big as or bigger than Manchester now, Valencia. So I don't know, man. Maybe it's because I ran well in Seville. Obviously, that's going to be a massive, massive factor. But I just think it's such a good race, such an amazing place. And if you can get a bib for Seville, then I'd massively, massively recommend it. However, Valencia is also awesome.
Yeah, but I know busy's annoying, but I don't think busy puts me off because London, even though it is ridiculously busy, I still really enjoy it. There's loads of people who say they don't want to do London again because it's too busy and blah, 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 blah. But I don't think it puts me off.
How? Because that massively has the ability to ruin my day. And I wish I wasn't built like that. I wish I was built like you, but I'm not. If I have got a stressful tube to get to London in the morning and I'm looking at my watch and I'm running late, I carry that stress through the day.
There's where you're going wrong. There's where your stress is. Because you're Andy Maguire and you're classically late.
I can't change that. It's DNA.
I know, but that's where your stress comes from. Like London, yes, it was really, really busy on the train. Yes, it was really busy on the tube. Yes, it was busy getting to the start line. But because I'd gone with plenty of time, I wasn't worried at all.
I mean, if I were to do a big city marathon, there's no way I'll be running late for that. Like when I did Valencia and Seville, I did still give myself plenty of time. But London, it just seems that you can't escape the masses. You can't. You just can't. So you have to just cope with it and adapt, don't you?
Yeah.
And adjust. And when you add in, it's getting a bit warm and you're dehydrated, especially after the race. And like me trying to find you afterwards was a bloody nightmare. Like so I mean that might lead us on nicely to the ballot situation.
Yes.
So,
and it's all exciting for you, isn't it? All exciting for.
Yeah, I'm getting my hydration vest in November.
Oh, is that what they've said?
Perfect time to get a hydration vest. They were like, the thing says, not sorry, Andrew, not this time, but don't worry, because of because I doubled my chances. What I essentially did,
because you doubled your chances, you lost out 4 times. Sorry, Andy.
Yeah. Not this time. We're sorry, Andy. We're sorry that you didn't get a 2027 double TCS London Marathon place via the ballots for both Saturday and Sunday, which were all drawn at random. But all is not lost. There are still ways to take on a marathon next April. Yeah, I'm not going to do any of these other ways. And then it says, where does it say? Yeah, to show our appreciation of your generosity. Because, Andy, you did something amazing by donating your entry fee when you entered the 2027 double marathon ballot. Your money will help the London Marathon Foundation change lives for the better by inspiring new activity across the UK. What does that mean? I've basically just given money to the London Marathon Foundation. Are they a registered charity?
They're a registered charity, and I think they put on sporting events around the country and support other sporting events. A bit like the National Lottery. Now they sponsor and pay for lots of things like filmmaking and things like that, but the National Lottery also have a lot of money which they keep for themselves. So how much of that donation has London Marathon put towards the foundation, and how much has gone to running costs?
Yeah, well, that's it. I was like, I want to know who the CEO is of this foundation. And I also want to know how many Lamborghinis he's got, because it's a highly profitable business now, which has just doubled in profits. But anyway, it says, to show our appreciation of your generosity, we'll send your exclusive TCS London Marathon hydration vest to you, which should arrive to you by the end of November. Cheers. So looking forward to getting that.
Yeah.
in November, the most useless time to get a pack. So, but yeah. So,
I donated my entry fee once in my ballot entering times for the London Marathon across the how many years now? So I first entered it for 2012, so 14 years. I forgot to enter this ballot, so 13 years of entering the London Marathon ballot. I donated my entry fee once, and I got a running jacket that I've never used.
yeah, I mean, really, who was it that was telling me that one year they got a jacket sent to them twice in a row, and it's exactly the same jacket the second year because they paid to, double the chance or whatever it was, and they had literally just changed the type font and just stuck a new year on the same jacket.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so I might be tapping you up. I might have a job for you in November. Can you cover this, please? This but TCS nonsense, and just put I'm a massive loser. But I don't even know what TCS is.
Tata Consultancy Services. It's the sponsor of London Marathon.
Well, yeah, I get that, but what are a Tata? Is in Tata Steel? Are they that company?
It's TATA Tata.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same company that did Tata Steel, who went out of business. And
hang on, TCS. Here we
they
go.
must.
Tata Consultancy Services, TCS, a global leader in IT services, consulting, and business solutions, leverages technology for business transformation and helps catalyze change.
Okay, so I've just.
It's an Indian multinational technology company.
Okay, Tata Steel is an Indian multinational steel company headquartered in Mumbai. So, and is part of the Tata Group. So, whoever this mega conglomerate is, they must have some serious cash.
Yeah.
But I had heard of Tata Steel because they've got a lot of the steel works in the UK, and I'm sure they went out of business. But anyway, I don't know what to think about the marathons. So, am I right in thinking that both days will have full BBC coverage?
As far as I know, they're talking about the Saturday having 45,000 runners and the Sunday having 55,000 to make up the 100,000 runners across 2 days.
So it almost gives them a soft launch. Yeah. Well, not really, but
and they're also saying. Yeah, so they're also saying that the women will be on one day and the men will be on another, but they're not saying which day will be which, because Hugh Brasher, the guy who runs London Marathon, said there are pros and cons for putting the women on the Sunday and pros and cons for putting the men on the Sunday. So it could go either way. They're not sure. But apparently after the Saturday, they are opening up the roads again. So that's going to be a right nightmare for whoever's organising it.
What, between like 8 and 8 or something like that? Saturday night to Sunday morning?
Yeah, because they said they can't shut down the infrastructure of the central London because it would like ruin businesses and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, they've probably all had to close for the day anyway, haven't they? But no, like, I'm still trying to wrap my head all around it, but part of me just is negative and a bit of a doubting Thomas about it all. Yeah. But I do want to be positive about it. I really do. Because it could be awesome. We could all be but we could be wrong about this. It could be a brilliant event weekend.
The other thing that I've thought of that could be bad is they always have the mini marathon on the Saturday, which is like the
kids,
all the young people who run a mile, and they run the last mile of the London Marathon. So they still get to run down the mile and cross the finish line like they do in the marathon. It's a mile race, and they have different age group races, but it's called the mini marathon. Because they're doing London Marathon across 2 days, they're now putting that on the Friday, which means that parents will have to book off the Friday, or people who can't book off a Friday, their kids can't go and do it.
Also, what about the expo? If you normally go to the expo on a Saturday because you can't get into London before then,
yeah, they'll still have to have it on the Saturday. They'll have to.
Will you? Yeah. So will you then have to say, sorry, can't do Saturday for that reason? Are they going to charge me 10 quid to post it? Or are they going to say you can get a free transfer to Sunday? Or you just have to get it no matter what?
You have to go and get it. Whether you designate someone to go and get it for you or you go and get it, you'll have to go and get your number.
Because sometimes you just have to go to the Saturday Expo, don't you, on the Saturday?
Yeah.
Because of work or family or whatever. So, yeah, that's going to be a logistical challenge for some people. But again, try not to be negative about it. It could be absolutely awesome. Could be brilliant. We could get, I don't know. It could. I don't know how it's going to work. Do you think there's going to be people that try and run both days?
I think there'll be people who will try and do it. Yeah.
How could you get yourself in the pen? Like, could you easily get yourself in the pen with last year's number on, for example? Are they pretty hot on your numbers?
They look at your number to go into the pen. They make sure they see your number. No one else is allowed in. But whether they are looking that hard to notice whether it's last year's or this year's, I don't know. Because, I mean, like, if you look at last year's number up on the wall there. One. Yeah. Sorry, that is 2025. That's 2025's number. That's 2026's.
That's identical.
It's exactly the same, just a different number on it. The only thing that says 2026 is on the London Marathon logo. It says 26 there.
God, that is so similar. So how are they then gonna? They're gonna have to colour code them, because people are surely going to chance it and be who are on the Sunday but don't want to miss out and want to be there for the first big one on the Saturday.
Yeah. Because
technically people might think the Saturday race is more coveted, if you know what I mean. People might think that the Saturday, because that's never been done before.
Yeah.
So security is going to have to be really high on the Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah. And
anyway,
I'm also dubious because they've said this is a one-off. It's only going to happen once, blah, 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 blah. But are they doing it as a trial for in a few years' time? Maybe in 2030, they go, London Marathon's now 2 days for the foreseeable future. So are they doing it as a dry run before they actually put it into place fully?
Well, a few weeks ago, I was just looking into options about should I do Loch Ness Marathon? Should I just put it off a year, or should I try and sell my place? Because I read you could do that. Lots of people was, selling their bibs via the online system. So I looked into it this year, and you can't. No transfers, no deferrals, no nothing, no refunds. Guess who this year has just bought the Loch Ness Marathon?
London Marathon events.
Yes. So just like Brighton and various other races up and down the country, you can't defer, you can't be refunded, you can't even transfer your bib with 6 months notice or anything stupid like that. So London Marathon events are the owners of the Loch Ness Marathon now. So
wow, okay.
They're just like the UTMB of the roads, aren't they? Like UTMB are very famously inflexible, very famously like, right, no, you're giving us your money now. We're not going to give it you back.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know why, because these companies must be so big. But the bigger the company, the less chance you've got of getting your money back.
Yeah, which is crazy when you think about it, isn't it?
It's like Sports Direct. You can't get a refund in Sports Direct. You can only get store credit now in an exchange, can't you?
Yeah.
So it's like, no, we've got your money. you're not having it back. But what you can do is choose something else.
Yeah. I always find it crazy as well. So Sports Direct, if you go onto their website, because I've looked a few times when they've had like deals on shoes and stuff, and I'm like, oh, I could get them from there. And then you look at the cost of postage and you go, oh, that does add on quite a bit. So can you look into like getting it posted to the store and go and collect it from the store? And it costs just as much to have it, to collect it from their store as it does to have it posted to your house. It's the same fee. What?
At least give us
How
an
is that
incentive.
possible?
I know. So, but what I just find it all so funny that London Marathon events are so massive, but they're obviously so tight with their money. But maybe that's why they're all driving Lamborghinis and we're not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it is the best marathon in the world. So.
And they know that.
Yeah, and they do know that. It's one of those. But I forgot to enter the ballot this year because, I just forgot what day it was, basically. And then I went, oh, I should enter the ballot. And when I went to the website, it said, ballot is now closed. And I went, oh, rubbish. But I'm hoping that my time from this year being just under 10 minutes under the good for age for my age group, seeing as I went up an age group, which was good. I'm hoping that will get me in, which would be nice. So because of that, I went on to booking.com on Wednesday, and I'm quite glad I did on Wednesday because emails went out yesterday, didn't they, for ballot results? And on Wednesday, it's just like, I'm not sure why I did it on Wednesday, but it just seems like it was fate. And I've booked my hotel, and I've got it for less than what I paid for this year's. And it's on one of those you can cancel before April 2027. So
is it under £100 a night?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and it's basically the next road over from where I was this year. I basically looked in the same area, looked at the same 2 hotels that I've been to before, and there was another one that had got the same rating, same quality and everything, but the next street over, and it was less. So I went, I'll go for that.
Well, next year when I come down, can you just quickly get that frame off the wall? Give me your bib, and we'll go Franco Manca again. And this time I won't have to pay.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. Like the last 2 years, as you've seen with my hotel rooms that I've had, I've gone for the most basic hotels and just for a single room. But this one was cheaper, and it was a twin room. So
nice.
Hopefully it'll be slightly bigger, and it was less.
That sounds good.
So
lovely.
Yeah, there was some for cheaper, but they had shared bathrooms, and I was like, don't want to be sharing a bathroom with anyone.
No, like a dorm. No, you don't want to do that at all. So are you in that area, that Euston, King's Cross kind of area again?
Yeah. Same again. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Just opposite King's Cross station.
Nice and easy to get home. Yeah. Cool. Just going back quickly, I wondered if I could just quickly mention something that you did last week that I also did. I had a go.
Oh, yes.
At Payson. And all you need to know is that I was pacing 23 minutes and my finish time was 22:59. And now moving on to the next segment.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you by any chance take into account that on some parkrun courses, for instance, Worcester Woods, it never actually shows as 5K on the dot?
I might have forgotten that. And I might have run my 5K to the actual letter of the what should be an exact 5K. But what happened was, with anyone that's run Worcester Woods, you've got an uphill finish, and you come up to the pond or the lake or whatever you want to call it, and then you've got an uphill run up the gravel track as you come out of the woods, and you finish up by the county hall. And it's about, I'd say, 200 meters from when you come out of the woods. I got to 200 meters to go, and I hadn't finished yet. And I was like, oh. So I had run, by the time I went through the finish line, nearly 5.2K. So I was pacing what I thought where the 5K would finish. But my 5K finished 200 meters short. So in that last kilometer, I kind of realized I've got a little bit more work to do here. So unfortunately, I had to drop everyone I was pacing. And my last K, so my average pace I'd worked out, I needed to be 4:35K. My last K was 4:06. So my last K was nearly 10K pace, which I do apologise for. But in what do you call it? No, like with you, nobody was running with me by the end of it. Well, definitely not by the end of it, because I dropped them all. But like from the last 2 miles or something, nobody was running with me. And I tried to keep the pace as evenly as I could. But the woods is a difficult course to pace on. But I'm of the opinion that no matter what's in front of you, uphill, downhill, you should hit a average pace and don't speed up, don't slow down, don't try and coach people. Don't say, no, we can make up the time later on, guys. No, that's not, I don't think that's what you should do. But what I should have done in hindsight was just chop 5 seconds a mile, 10 seconds a mile, 5 seconds a K off and run a bit faster.
Mm-hmm.
And had that time in the bank rather than leisurely running slower than 23-minute pace and then having to sprint.
Can I just say, in K's, it does look quite bad that you ran that last K so quickly. But
what's it look like in miles? Even worse.
In miles, it looks even better.
Look at my last ball. You can just see the anxiety going, I'm not going to do 23.
So just to put it into context, you ran the first mile in 7:28, the second mile in 7:21, the third mile in 7:11, and the last 0.1 of a mile in 5:14 pace.
Yeah, I was coming in hot. So, funnily enough, they haven't asked me to pace next week. I think they've blocked me from the Facebook group now.
Brilliant.
But no, it's a very tricky thing to do, pacing. And pacing somebody, I think, would be easier than pacing a time, if you know what I mean. Okay. Because if you're carrying somebody with you, at least you've got them with you, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The person is who you're pacing rather than the clock.
With that in mind, I'll just show you my 20-minute pacing from Saturday.
So you went out a bit quick and then realised with that last 0.1 that you'd already got the time in the bank. So that's pretty good.
Well, I was supposed to be running 20 minutes, which is 6:26 a mile. And I ran a 6:22, a 6:26, and a 6:23.
Yeah.
So I'd say that's pretty much where it needs to be. And then I slowed down at the end because, I was a few seconds in front. But that's what you want, isn't it?
Next time I pace, I don't think I'll choose the woods because the GPS, the hill that you have to do a couple of times, the fact that I paced 23, which is probably a little bit keen for me. That's basically marathon pace. And I'd just run 10K to get there as well. But and in that heat as well, I was probably, but there was nothing left. So everything from 24 up to 35 had gone. So I was like, oh, it looks like I'm doing 23 then.
Yeah, but 23 should be comfortable for you.
No, it was, and well, you can see by my last mile, I still had something left to give, but I think I need to maybe reconsider my pacing strategy for next time. Maybe go out a bit quicker and not feel guilty about it. What I was thinking was, I don't want to go out too fast because people will start going, "Are you the 23 pacer? Why are you running 22:20 pace?" sort of thing. But I ran 23 pace from the very start and realised that I'd probably left it a bit. Yeah, I'd left a bit too much on the line. But I still came in at 22:59, which is all that matters.
Yeah, but in an ideal world, you ran it exactly how you should have. You ran it at 23-minute pace.
Yeah.
But unfortunately,
no one else did.
The course ran a bit long on your GPS.
Yeah. So, but anyway, that was pretty comical. I did have a little chuckle to myself when I came through the finish line. But yes. So
brilliant.
Maybe I'll do it somewhere else, somewhere a little easier next time.
Yeah. So talking about Parkrun, shall we?
Yes.
Have a little chat about what is happening. It's starting a week tomorrow.
It's exciting.
It is.
This is very, very exciting. We've got a plan, guys. Yes. We've got a plan, and it's changed slightly.
It has. So we are doing things slightly different from last year. We've had lots of emails come in over the last week, all telling me that. Well, some have told me that they don't agree with my hot fruit avoidance, but yeah, lots of people coming in and entering, running the red line for this year, which, as we say, the first of the 6 park runs will be on the 18th of July.
Yep.
So a week tomorrow, or a week from when this podcast comes out. And what we are thinking of doing for this year is, rather than using times like we did last year and how many seconds you knocked off your PB, we wanted to try and even the playing field a little bit, because it was not skewed, but it was more favourable for people who were towards the middle or the back of the pack. It was less favourable for the people who were up at the sharp end, up at the front, because to knock a few seconds off up at the front is quite difficult. I'm not saying that's not difficult for people who are running a bit slower. It's still very difficult to knock a few seconds off, but it's not as even as it could be. So what we've decided is we are going to use age grade percentage instead. And we're not going for the best age grade, so who gets the best age grade each week. That's not what we're going for. We are going for improvement of age grading. So whatever your age grade PB is right now, so what's the best age grading you've ever had at Parkrun, we are going to go off that and how much you improve that age grade percentage over the 6 weeks.
So our advice is for this Parkrun. Oh no, no one will get this before Parkrun, will they? No. If you get a PB tomorrow, the 11th of July, you've peaked a week early.
Yeah.
That will be the score that we are taking.
Yes. Yeah. So we will take your age grade percentage So the best age grade percentage you've ever had at Parkrun at the start of the 6 weeks. And then if you do run a PB, your time is going to be faster, but also your age grade is going to be better. So we're going to go on how much you've improved your age grade.
So should we explain what we mean more in depth? So, for example, my best ever, let's say my most recent 5K PB, which I think was about 6 or 7 months ago. I'm trying to bring up my details, but I can't get it. I think my age grade was about 68%, something like that.
Hang on. I want
to say 70, 68 maybe.
Just finding you now. So your best age grade was from Arrow Valley on the 27th of December 2025.
Yeah.
When you ran 1937.
Yeah.
And you got an age grade of 69.58%.
Okay. So compare that to yours then. I'm going to write that down. 69.85%.
No, 58.
Oh, 58. Sorry.
69.58. Whereas my best age grade was from 25th of December 2024.
Yeah.
And I ran 17:15, and I got an age grade of 80.97.
So that is nearly 12% more than mine, but I can still beat you.
Yeah.
If I run really hard in the next 6 weeks and score, let's say 73%, which would be a 4% increase or nearly a 3% increase.
Yeah. And if I ran a few seconds quicker and my age grade went up to 82%, you'd still be the winner, even though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the what we're trying to say is the winner, the overall winner of Parkrunning the Red Line will be whose age grade has improved the most in percentage.
Yes.
So we think that makes it fair. Whether you're at the front, the back, the middle of the pack, wherever you are, you could have an age grade score of 50%, but you could, we think, we could be wrong about this, but we think something like 5 to 7% would be enough to win, maybe?
Possibly somewhere around there. Yeah.
Which would be, let's be honest, that is a big, big improvement. You'd have to run for your own ability. You'd have to run really quite hard. But if you do, that could be the difference. So we actually think this will make things way closer than last year's.
Yeah, because there was a huge range last year. Some people were improving by 1 second on their PB, whereas other people were improving by 3 minutes, which meant first to the bottom of the thing was quite a huge range. Whereas with age grade percentage, the winner might get 5% improvement, and the person who has also got a PB at the bottom has got 3% improvement. So it's really close, and it means the table will look a lot closer rather than being vastly different.
We think that's fair, which is the most important thing. We think that's one of the fairest ways we can think of to do it, and it's going to be more tense. There's going to be more to play for. So we think it's all going to come down to that final week. Yeah. So how many times do you have to run it?
You can run it once if you want.
Yep.
So in this 6 weeks of Parkrunning the Red Line, you could do one parkrun and you could absolutely smash it out of the park and still win. Yep. You could run all 6 and slowly improve each week and smash it out of the park on the last one. Or you could smash it out of the park on the first one and win it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how many you do over the 6. It's all based on how much of an improvement you make in that age grade.
and we will be giving honourable mentions. So if anyone gets P1 or whatever it is, anybody runs a really big PB or runs a crazy park run somewhere, that they've travelled to, let us know. We just want to hear your park run stories, really. And we are we going to have the separate leaderboards?
Yes. Yeah. So we're going to separate the men and ladies in the leaderboard. So last time we had 50 entries and we put all 50 entries into one leaderboard. Whereas this year, I think, like the Strava segment that we do at the end of each episode, we are going to separate the men and the ladies. So they've got separate leaderboards, and it gives the ladies a chance to be up in that top echelon.
Exciting. So, so we want to know where you'll be park running. So let us know email is probably the best way to get us. Let us know where you're thinking of running your park run each week. Remember, we record these on a Friday. I know you don't hear these till after park run, but it would be great if you could tell us what your weekend plans will be. And we'll be thrilled to read them out, and also equally thrilled to tell us your results as well. But we need a lot of people have already written in to tell us theirs, but we need your full name, how you're registered on Parkrun, and your number, which is like an A number, is it?
A number, yeah.
Yeah, it begins with the letter A.
So your barcode number, basically, when you scan in Parkrun, just so we can find you on the app and we can find your results and put them into the spreadsheet and into the league table, basically.
Yeah. And remember, this is just a bit of fun. There is no, you can be as competitive as you would like to be. You can just do this and jog Parkrun every week, very much like Parkrun, the ethos of Parkrun. You can run it however you want to run it. But what we are saying is, if you do want to be the winner of the League of Leg Ends, then run it hard.
Yes. But don't get pushing yourself over the limit and causing yourself an issue.
If you are going to have a heart attack, don't wear your Running the Red Line t-shirt, for God's sake.
Yeah. Don't get causing yourself a mischief just to win a stupid league table on a ridiculous podcast.
Is there a prize? Have we even thought about a prize?
There will be a prize again. Yes.
Apple crumble?
There will be a prize. It's going to be a hot apple crumble that's served to you on the finish line of Parkrun. No, there will be a prize. And again, I would say last year we did a little memento for everyone who broke their previous PB during Parkrun in the Red Line. So I think we might do that again, just to give everyone an incentive to try and run well.
And if anybody wants to make a video call, a voice note, or tag us on Instagram or anything, then please do, because that would be amazing. So we can reshare some of your stuff.
Yeah, and, definitely.
If you are all out of breath and you're on the finish line and you've just run a PB, get it on camera, record it, tag us in it. We'd love to see that.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
So
yes, we need your entries. We would prefer them by email, just so we've got them all in the same place, and we can keep track of everybody who has entered. The email is runningtheredlinepod@gmail.com.
And the deadline is Friday the 17th of July at midnight, should we say? No, it's too late. No, we can accept that, can't we?
Yes. Yeah, that is the very last, though. And I'll have to do, because if they run on the 18th, I'll have to do some research and finding out their PBs before they go and run on the 18th.
Because we can find out, yes.
Yes. We have a particular set of skills, and we will find you.
And we will kill you.
But if you can email your name and your Parkrun barcode A number to runningtheredlinepod@gmail.com, And what should we have for this week's secret question? What's Andy not very good at?
There's quite a lot of things that could be.
What was he not very good at on Saturday morning last week?
Yeah. Okay, let us know, and we will know that you listen.
Yes, because we want listeners entered. We don't want random Strava followers.
We don't want frauds. No.
Yeah. Do you know the ones who join Strava clubs and then all of a sudden they've run 5,000 miles in a week?
Yes.
We don't
they've
want
just cycled them all. Yeah, they've just driven them all.
Yeah.
Yes. So right, we should probably move on because time is at a minimum, and we've got a couple of things that I was wanting to just chat about quickly. I am planning on. Firstly, quickly, I did a race last week.
I was going to say, you haven't been through your week of training yet. You've talked about Saturday, but you haven't talked about your week of training.
Yeah, it won't take long. So I decided I'm not going to run a lot this week because tomorrow I'm going to do an ultra. I'm going to do my annual tradition of running the Worcestershire Way. So I'm going to try and do that Saturday morning. I'm going to get up super early to try and beat the heat.
Yeah.
I'm going to get on the trail for about 6 o'clock from
Summer
Malvern.
edition this year.
It's a summer edition. It's a heat wave edition. I'm going to be in my bucket hat and all in my summer gear. And that's why we're podding this afternoon, because very shortly before the Spain versus Belgium game, I have got to get to my drop points, and I've got to drop bottles, fruit pastels, and all sorts of things at my pre-arranged bag drop. So I'm going to drop at, it's a 50k trail. I'm going to drop at 20k, 30k, and 40k ish. And I've also been in contact with a lad called Liam, who is also, by complete chance, running the Worcestershire Way the other way.
Oh, wicked.
On the same day. So I've said, don't drink all my water. If you do, I could meet my maker in blooming Martley, Great Whitley. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be good fun. I'm going to try and get it's a down year, so no excuses. So last year I did it in, I think, 9.5 hours, but we did it last year in the pitch black for most of it. So it did slow us down. But this year I'm running solo, and I think I can go sub 9. My overall Worcestershire Way PB was on an up year, and I did it in 8:22. Ooh. So that is the number I would love to beat tomorrow, but we will see. Laura's going to drive to Bewdley and meet me at the end. So I've said to her about 2 o'clock, and yeah, so hopefully I will make it in one piece. And I went and did a midweek recce on Wednesday night. I went and drove up to where I'm going to stash some water. And I did like a 5-6k out and back. So it ended up being 11-12k. And I forgot how hilly that trail is, man. It is disgustingly hilly. But I'm not going to suffer. I'm basically going to suffer in style, because at any minute being delivered to my home address is a new drone.
Yes. Yeah.
It's coming this afternoon. I'm so excited. So you may remember a few years ago, I had one and lost one because very cockily I decided to see if you can fly a drone that only operates by following you through the fog. And it lost me, and it could never find me again. And then it decided to fly to Ledbury, I think. I never found it. I don't know. But I've been thinking about that drone every day for the last 2 years. And I finally took the plunge, and I've bought the same one as Brett. And it should be here this afternoon. So I'm looking forward to making a really good video. And it's going to be part of my 5,000 YouTube subscriber challenge.
Nice.
So, because my 1,000 subscriber challenge was when I did this trail for the first time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So,
cool.
So this will be attempt number 6 or 5. So that's going to be quite good. So in fact, attempt number 5. This will be.
I need to come and do it with you one year, don't I?
You'd love it, mate. It's so good. It is so good. It's just there's nothing better, right, than doing. And also tomorrow, by the way, is the Race to the Stones. I don't know if you remember when I did that a few years ago.
Yeah.
So it's the 50 and the 100K day tomorrow. But I think, in my humble opinion, a self-supported ultra is so much more fulfilling than an aid-stationed ultra, an ultra that you pay for, basically. I love the logistics of stashing your food away, getting from A to B yourself. And what I love about the Worcestershire Way is it almost feels like a race because it's a point to point. It's not a circular route. So I just love the whole idea of it. I love the hills. I love the brutalness of it. I love the scenery. I love the challenge. I just can't wait to do it. So I try and do it once a year. So why not try and do it on the hottest day of the year as well? So that's Brilliant. What I'll be doing tomorrow morning.
Yeah, wicked. So tell us about your race.
Yeah, so last Sunday I went down to Bromsgrove and I did the Timber Trails, which is a new race because Dave and Lindsay at Orbit Events. It's Orbit Events, isn't it? I think that's what their company's called.
Yeah.
They no longer can stage a race called the Bumble Bimble, which is unfortunate because
what at all?
Well, I don't know if it's at all or definitely the summer version because they've lost their venue because the pub is either under maintenance or is closed down, the park gate. So they can't use it or they just can't use it. Maybe there's nothing wrong with the pub. I don't know. So what they've done instead is they've moved the trails slightly, and we started and finished in Sanders Park, which is the start and finish of the Timbahonga 10K, if anyone's done that.
Yeah.
And the route was very similar to the Timbahonga 10K. It's a circular route without doing the brutal hill. We got to do the hill on the way back down, which was nice. But the route we did was a big circle out and back, a big circular route. And it was great. It was 6.5 miles, so 10.8K actually. And I came 11th. So I did all right. But I probably could have placed a bit higher if I'd maybe done a bit more training, I think, because I did lose a couple of positions early on because I went out a bit fast and I couldn't quite hang on. There was a guy in a B&R vest and a couple of other guys who just kicked on about 5K and I couldn't quite keep up with them. But it was good. It was a really good route, and I was on my own for a lot of it, as these trail races that's what seems to happen on a lot of these trail races. And
yeah, I'm just looking at the map now of where you went.
Yeah.
Just to work out where your route was.
Yeah, so we went up past Grafton Manor on the way out. We did a little section of the Timbahonga 10K halfway. And then after we run past the cows, we got back on Timbahonga Lane. And then we came back over the main road into the park.
Yes.
But yeah, it was good fun. And it was brutal. I wore my Terex Speed Ultras, which I really like wearing for trails, which I'll probably be wearing tomorrow as well, which were great. No problems there. If anything, not only no problems, I think they may be my best shoe. And there are times when I actually think I could probably wear these on the roads. They're that good. But they don't cover themselves in glory in the mud because the lug depth is quite shallow. So there is that to consider. If you're on dry, dusty trails like I will be tomorrow, then they're a perfect summer trail shoe. So I think they're really, really good. Nice. So loved wearing them. And but apart from that, it was I met one of your co-B&R runners, Tom Richmond.
Yes, good lad.
And Becky as well. So it was lovely to see those guys. Saw Sammy. Yes. Sammy was there, Sammy Taff.
Yeah, Sammy mentioned he saw you, yeah.
And I saw, just met a guy called Chris Drew. He was there, who said, he was like, you won't know this, but he was my timekeeper on the funnel when I did my first ever sub 20.
Yeah, wicked.
So I thanked him for stopping the watch 10 seconds earlier than he should have. And so that was nice to run with Chris. And I just really, really enjoyed the day. It was a nice race, done and dusted by sort of 10, half 10. Nice, easy drive home, back home by lunchtime. And that's one thing I really quickly wanted to touch on. It was a very small race. There was only 71 or 75 people there. And you can't compare this to the London Marathon, the timber trails to the London Marathon. But I don't think you should have to either pledge your allegiance to small races or big races. However, I do think if you are a big race kind of enthusiast, like a lot of us are, if you love racing your Londons and your Brightons and your Valencia marathons, just occasionally go and do a club race or go and do a small race, because they are the most awesome events and they're very often the most humbling events.
Yeah.
And awesome. I would massively recommend, if you've only got an X amount of budget to spend on races, just save a little bit aside at least once a year for one of those smaller club races, because I guarantee you'll get so much more out of it. You'll have really quite a positive, there's no stress, there's no worried about being, in like sardines on the tube. There's no worries about, there's just no stress. That's why I think they're just so good. And whether they're on the roads or on the trails, they're always run by volunteers of the club or of friends and family of the organisers. Favours have been called, all those sorts of things, and they run on a skeleton crew, and that's what makes them so awesome. There's very often cakes at the end, and little things like that. Like some people get beer. Was it Kurt who wrote into us a few weeks ago and said at the end of his race he got a beer at the end?
Yeah,
little things like that.
The Timberhonga 10K, before it stopped running for a while, you used to get a can of Timberhonga Pale Ale at the end of the race.
How cool is that? Like, that's so cool. So yes, I'm a massive fan of a small. Are you a big enthusiast of a small club race? If you can.
Yeah, I do really like the atmosphere at smaller events, because you can tell that the organisers have put a load of heart and soul into it, and they appreciate every single runner that is there.
Yeah.
Whereas at the big events, sometimes it does feel like you're just another number.
Yeah, and it's basically you just feel like you're being marketed to by brands. Yeah, it's like a brand event, really, and it just happens to be a half marathon that day. But like with these small events, there's no brands don't want to know about them because they can't make any money out of it. So that's why very often there aren't those big companies giving you Erdinger alcohol fry, all that awful stuff they give you at the end of Leeds and Manchester Marathon. But massive fan of the small events.
Wicked. Good. You talking about your Terex, that has reminded me. I'm just going to quickly go and grab something.
Have you turned your fan off?
I have, to get past it.
Oh. Did you accidentally just kick the lead out of the wall?
No, it's in such a position and my room is such a mess that to get past it, I needed to turn it off to spin it the other way. Yeah,
we were both saying before this, like how vital it is that we both position our cameras upwards and we don't show you the absolute carnage of what is in front of us right now.
Yeah, exactly. So I was going to do a little bit of shoes news. So first off, do you want to do the well, it's not really a jingle, but do you want to do the
it's shoes news time.
There we go. First off, 2-pace Parkrun last Saturday, I decided to give the Mega Blast another go.
Did you?
Yes. So put on the Asics Mega Blast, and do you know what? I've changed my mind.
Ooh.
They were great.
Ah, brilliant.
They were great. I've really thought they were good.
It's because it's at marathon pace, 20 minutes.
Yeah, they felt really good. But they even felt good on the way down there, on the way back. So I did 10 mile in total on that day. And just to jog on the way home, they felt great.
Did you feel out of the box? I don't get this anymore with them. Did you feel like a little pinch from the little toe? I felt a little pinch on the outside of both feet, but then that's gone now.
Not really, no. But because they're Asics, they're probably half a size bigger than my Adidas. So I thought the toe box had so much room in those Asics.
It does. Yeah, it does.
The
To be fair,
Adidas are quite narrow within their shape, whereas the Asics Mega Blast were massive in the toe box. I felt. They're a big shoe as it is, aren't they? Like the foot like platform is quite wide as well, and that's why I wasn't sure about them. They felt a bit clumpy, but on Saturday they felt great, and I was really impressed with them. So
they do feel strange, don't they? They do feel weird, the Mega Blast, when you put them on. They do feel like boats, I think.
Yeah, but no, I ran well in them. They felt great. So yeah, I'm impressed. I've changed my mind.
I can't wait for Loch Ness. I'm just going to call it Block Ness for the block, where I run my marathon pace sessions in those Mega Blasts. Like, I'm really genuinely looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So bring it on.
Nice. But the other shoes news I was going to do is what was I using? I was using a pair of Supernova Prima as my easy recovery day shoes.
Yeah.
And I hit 500 mile in them, so they became retired.
Yeah.
And I replaced them with the Adidas Hyper Boost Edge.
Nice.
Which they are basically the new take on Boost. So Boost was always a foam that was pelleted, and when it came out, it was like a revelation in shoe foams, and Boost became this massive thing for Adidas, really big breakthrough. But the only issue with it is it was quite heavy foam. So when it started, super shoes came in, they stopped using Boost so much because it was a bit too heavy.
Yeah.
Then they introduced Light Boost, which was lighter, but still too heavy to be like a super foam. But what they've done with these is they've taken Light Strike Pro and made it pelleted like Boost. And it's incredible as a midsole. I'm so impressed with it. It's a big old stack on this shoe. In the rear, it's got 45 mil stack, and on the front, it's got 39. So they're higher than a legal stack in a race shoe. But as a easy day shoe, this midsole is just next level. It's crazy how good it is. You don't really notice like the speed you're running. You pick up the pace and it just responds. I wouldn't say it's good for racing in or running fast in, but as an easy day shoe, just great. The only issue I would say with it is this rim around your ankle and the heel counter is quite stiff and quite solid. It's got like it's a bit like faux leather. It's like leatherette on the outside, and then this bit here is quite stiff. So when I first wore them, my left-hand side, the back rubbed my Achilles slightly, but after a couple of runs in them, that went away. And then on the right-hand side, it rubbed to the outside of my ankle slightly on this bit here, but that's gone away as well. So I think they just needed a bit of breaking in. But the upper isn't the most breathable of uppers, and they're a strange old upper. But as a easy day shoe, the midsole is, just
cracking,
incredible. Yeah, I'm well impressed.
Nice. Lovely. Well, shall we move on to some comments and some emails?
Yes. Let me pull up our comments from last week. So, where are we? Right, here we go. So, first comment is from Tam E4J, and they say, OMG, I've been getting the same pain of late with regards to pain in my lower legs. Started creatine just under 3 months ago. We'll stop it and see if it improves. I'm extremely athletic with netball, gym, running, and everything you're describing pain-wise is what I've been experiencing recently. So that could be, we could be onto something here with the creatine not being great for everybody. Because, yeah, even though it is, as they say, the most researched supplement ever, doesn't mean it's going to react perfectly for everyone. It's like anything, isn't it? If you put something in your body, it's not going to react the same for every single person. So So hopefully with you stopping the creatine, that will work out for you. Next one's from Nick, and he says 4207. So a timestamp. But
what did we say?
Next bit is a quote, and it says, "The temperature inside this apple pie is over 1,000 degrees. If I squeeze it, a jet of molten Bramley apple will squirt out. Could go your way, could go mine."
Could go mine. Love it. Nice one.
Brilliant. Next one's from It Goes Pepper, and they say, "Can't believe neither of you thought of the name Parkrun in the Red Line, the Leggett Leagues."
The Leggett Leagues. Oh, that is good. That is good.
It is. We might have to pay Lee some money, though.
Yeah, maybe Lee can present the trophy at the end.
Yes,
maybe
there we go.
Lee can present the apple crumble at the end. You can have your picture taken for the socials. Oh, brilliant.
There we go. Next one's from Hedge Donkey. And they say, regarding the leg pain, the answer is obvious, as it started about the same time that Brett, Captain Adidas, foolishly wore some Asics trainers.
Yeah, there you go.
So it's actually the Mega Blast that's caused it. It's nothing to do with the creatine. Yeah, brilliant. Next one is from Mick Lee, and they say, or is that Mike Lee? M-I-C Lee. I don't know. Mick, Mike, either. Welcome back, guys. Good to hear you back on form. I've had a negative experience with creatine. Ooh. Whilst Brett's reaction seems to be physical, mine was cognitive, namely insomnia. I'd wake, ping, wide awake around 2 a.m. And whilst I didn't feel tired the following day, I didn't feel rested either. It was a strange sensation. This persisted for a couple of weeks before I stopped taking creatine, as I was really missing my sleep. It took a couple of weeks to get back to normal. A Google search states creatine does not negatively affect sleep or cause insomnia. In fact, research suggests the opposite. However, dig a little deeper and you find there are other users having similar sleep issues after taking it. Whilst this may be a small subset of users, it does appear to be a side effect in some and highlights that there is no one-size-fits-all in how supplements can impact us. Creatine may work wonders for some, but it's not for me. So, yeah, there we go. It's obvious that, yeah, it's not one-size-fits-all with everything.
Yeah.
So it could be that. I am feeling a lot better since not taking it. So I'm hoping in a week we will find out exactly when it's completely out my system that we're going okay. Next one's from Chip Rockets 99, and they say 3:53. Another timestamp. We are so back. And
is this in relation to your new name?
In my new name. Or my new title.
Your new title, sorry, yeah.
When you typed it into Google, Mr. King Fister.
The King Fister of Redditch, yeah.
Brilliant.
We are so back. Within minutes. Brilliant.
Yeah. Next one's from Kieran Turner. It says, "Welcome back, chaps. Love the enthusiasm in your voices when it comes to food. I'm a bit concerned about Brett's love of a soft what's it, but that's probably another conversation for another day.
Wow.
I'm generally regarded as the seagull at work rather than the Dyson. Nothing is left unfinished. Anyway, good to hear from you both again, and keep up the good work."
Mine.
Cheers, Kieran.
Mine.
Yeah, mine.
Well, I asked Laura what her opinions are on a soft what's it.
Yeah.
She said phenomenal.
Oh, yes.
So she's on your team. She says, yeah, a day after what's it is much better.
Yeah, 100%.
The softness is apparently, I don't know, just takes it to the next level.
Yeah, the chewiness makes it the king. Not the king fister, but the king. Tom H7R3W is next, and they say, "I would recommend a heart rate strap. Really transformed my training." Have you ever thought of using heart rate rather than wrist heart rate?
Yeah, I think maybe because I don't, for what reason I don't know, but because I'm not that heart rate driven.
Yeah,
that's why I've never got one.
Yeah,
I don't doubt that they're brilliant, and I imagine they would take your training to the next level. I just like training to pace too much, which I know is bad, but okay, maybe not pace, but maybe RPE.
Yeah,
received effort rather than pace, but pace is normally the backup.
I run to pace if it's for efforts. If it's out on a long run or like just an easy run, I run to RPE. But on efforts and things, I tend to run to pace, not worrying about the heart rate. Because so many things can change your heart rate as well. Temperature, what time of day it is, and all that sort of thing. So, pace doesn't change, does it? And that's probably the wrong way to look at it. Then to be sensible, but when have I ever been sensible? So,
exactly. Yeah, I'm the same.
But there we go. Next one is from This Guy Runs, Alex. And he says, "Glad to see you back, chaps. Both looking well. On creatine, Brett, it's an amazing product, but there is always a few people who react differently. I stopped taking it as I think, which some studies have shown, even though most disagree, it can cause cramping in some people, which I have suffered with a bit on some of my races. So we'll see if it helps me being off it. Hope it helps the leg issues." I hope it does help for you. If you're getting cramping from it, that doesn't sound very good. Because Alex suffered, didn't he, on his which ultra was it he did? Was it the South Downs Way?
Is it north or the south? I can't remember.
Because he had cramp quite badly in that, didn't he? And
he did.
Affected his race quite bad. So hopefully, if you can get rid of those, you can really get back on it. And then he says, "Andy, if you're in the Lake District on Friday or Saturday, it's the 13-7-5-2 Valleys weekend, and that weekend, so going to be busy and fun."
I thought he was trying to ask me if I wanted to last minute do an ultra before a marathon. Yeah, why not? Sign me up. Yeah. All right. Cheers for the heads up.
And then last one is from James Phillips. He says, "A great podcast as always, guys. It's good to have you back. I was worried about you, Andy. I thought that Teve had caught up with you and you'd got tied up in a cupboard somewhere." But I have to say, you've changed. Round burger cheese from M&S.
I know.
And Brett,
it is the future.
Yeah. And he says, "Brett, I'm with you on salad. I always say salad isn't food. Salad is something food eats."
Yes. Absolutely right.
Brilliant. But that is the end of the comment. So thank you so much to everybody for commenting. If you do want to leave us a comment, get onto YouTube and comment away. Actually, just before we carry on, I think we had one comment on Spotify this week, which I popped up. Yes, because we have had some comments in the past on Spotify, and because I don't use Spotify, I don't see them. But I just happened to go on to Spotify, and we had one from Nossedge, which I guess is Jessen spelt backwards. And it says, listen to this up the Ridgeway on a hot Sunday as I completed week 1 of 53 of Run to the Stones training. Nothing like starting early.
Wow. So you're starting a year and a week early.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Wow.
Brilliant.
Excellent. Right. Well, I've got a few to read out. Mainly, well, they're all Parkrun in the Red Line base. So I'll just quickly skim over the people who have definitely said that they want to be involved.
Excellent.
So Nick points, details. Brett's pudding nemesis is hot fruit. Richard Kane. Hi guys, expressing interest in this year's competition. Password, Brett doesn't like hot fruit or creatine. Sarah Fox says, I bloody love you guys. Oh, thanks, Sarah. We love you too. Secondly, I would like to take part in Parkrunning the Red Line. Brett doesn't like hot fruit. You can see a theme developing. So that's Sarah Fox. Matt Nichols also wants to join in. He says, not liking hot fruit is ridiculous. I agree. I absolutely agree. This is Liam, who I mentioned earlier. Liam wants to do it as well. And says, thanks for the endless laughs on the pods and the YouTube videos. Nice one. And he says, Brett, I'm not sure on your distaste for warm fruit. Hot apple pie and custard is a match made in heaven. Look forward to the Parkrun the Red Line series and hopefully see you soon, 18th of July, maybe.
I agree. Apple pie and custard is a match made in heaven, but cold.
So weird. So weird. Mark Griffiths says, yes, gents, good to have you back. Saw you in Two Castles, but I didn't come and say hi, as you both seem to be constantly talking to other people. So left you guys to it. It was a wicked run and tough course. Parkrun in the Red Line, I am 100% in.
Yeah, you should have come and said hello, though.
Always feel free.
Never worry if we're talking to people. Just come and interrupt. It's all good.
Mark says he's looking forward to improving on his 4-second PB from last year, which was 22:52.
Nice.
And Oliver Charles is in and says warm fruit. Neil Marshy, how you doing, mate? I haven't seen you or spoke to you for a long time. Great pod, lads, and count me in. Code word hot fruit. Colin Nichols is in and he says, hi, I would love to be part of the challenge. No hot fruit for Brett. Kerry Vine, hi lads, I would like to join the Running the Red Line League of Legends. She says she missed last year's Parkrunning challenge, but I was really looking forward to this year's. I feel out of shape at the moment and I need this to help me get back to my PB. Nice one, Kerry. Hayley Kirkham says, can I join in for this year's Parkrun the Red Line challenge? And the thing that Brett doesn't like is hot fruit. Not going to lie, I'm with you on that. Anything hot and mushy is just wrong. I mean, when you say it like that, that's not good, is it? Hot and mushy. Yeah. Not many hot and mushy things are nice, are they, really?
No,
mushy peas, though?
Mushy peas, mashed potato.
Yeah, that's mashy. That's what they say in London. Mashy. Now to beat my current Parkrun PB for a couple of weeks. Nice one, Hayley. Peter GUE. Are we going to go with Goo?
Peter Goo.
Goo has said, I would love to take part, having missed out last year. Long-time listener with the mug to prove it. And not a Strava rando from Zimbabwe, honestly. This is ideal timing for me, as I also need the motivation to get below 20 minutes. A goal I've been working towards for about 3 years.
Oh, yes. Let's do it, Peter.
So, yes, let's do it. Sean Morgan says she'd like to take part in the challenge. My partner, Mark, and I did it last year, and we hope to do it again this year too. I wish I had tried to take part last year. Oh, sorry. My partner did it last year and hopes to do it again. I wish I'd I take part in last year, but I don't think I was fast enough. I've been trying to beat my parkrun PB of 33 minutes for ages, and taking part will hopefully be my motivation to get under that. Hopefully I've got all the information. I hope you're both well. Great to hear you back on the podcast. Sean, it doesn't matter what your time is. You could still win this. You could still win this. You could still have that apple pie presentation from Leggett Lee in a few weeks' time. It could be yours.
This is the thing. The amazing thing is the winner could be a park walker. If you've only ever park walked, it could still be you.
Yeah. Also, Sean, 33 minutes isn't slow.
Yeah.
Think about how many people cannot physically run a 5K. Think about how many people think you're crazy for going to park run every Saturday morning and running around a park for half an hour. That's amazing. That is enough. That's amazing. And the very fact that you do it is amazing. And the fact that you want to improve your time is even more admirable. So best of luck. And I'll say this now. I'm rooting for you, Sean. Right. Nathan Metcalf says he is in for this year, missed out last year. And he sent us all his stuff. And he says Brett doesn't like hot fruit or creatine. And John Turner has also says he wants to join in. Current PB is 29:17. And I'm currently running around 30 minutes for the 5K. So should be on for a Parkrun 5K PB. So fingers crossed you will be there. Phil Hickey says, very much interested in joining this year's challenge. You are welcome, Phil. You're in. Grant Bly just says, fruit, exclamation mark. He's in. Rob Scott, sign me up, lads. Cheers. Yep, you're in. Alex Bowden, here he is. Brett doesn't like eating hot fruit. I can kind of agree.
Wow.
With that, can you please include me in the second iteration of Parkrunning the Red Line? So, Bodes, the Bodemeister, smashed it last year.
Yes.
Alex, I think, ran something like a 10-minute improvement within 6 months. I'm pretty sure Alex came into 2025 only just being able to break 30 or 29. He finished it with a sub 19. I'm pretty sure. So amazing work from you, Alex. Kurt has said, sign me up to the biggest challenge of the year. Not sure I will be able to manage it on cold apple crumble, though. Honestly, Brett, how you have gone through life without melting vanilla ice cream over a warm apple strudel. Wait, I know it's because you're full up on stale Wotsits and Skips. I look forward to trying the impossible this year, although I doubt I will ever top the Strava leaderboard anytime soon, providing I qualify with no warm fruits. Thanks, boys. Kurt. Nice one, Kurt. Richard Erdley has said, so I'm glad to finally have you back on the podcast. It felt like an eternity without 2.5 hours of nonsense on my long run. I'm interested in Parkrunning the Red Line this summer. It's a bit of a journey for you, but it would be great for you to visit Worthing or Littlehampton Prom down on the south coast. Ever heard of those two Parkruns?
I've heard of them. Not sure exactly where they are, but yeah. It's a bit of a jaunt, but we'll see.
Well, yeah, we'll keep an open mind. You never know. We could get down there. He also says, I assume Brett does have cold custard with cold apple crumble.
Yeah. Cold custard's better. I do like warm custard. It's the hot fruit I don't like.
I like how you have to justify that you're not completely mental to our listeners by eating cold apple crumble.
Yeah.
Like that is the one thing that makes you normal.
I love cold custard, and I like hot custard. I just don't like hot fruit. So I would have a bowl of hot custard on its own, and that's incredible. But do you know, also, just quickly, what's the best part of homemade custard or a homemade rice pudding?
The not crispy bit, but like the bit when it sort of burns a bit. What do you call that?
No. Yeah, like the charred bit. No. Best bit of homemade custard or homemade rice pudding, the skin.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, the skin. Especially in a homemade rice pudding, yeah.
Yeah, the skin is the best bit.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine eating that cold, though. Probably would, though. Well, Will Packham has written in and has said, "Hi, Brandy. Sign me up for the Parkrun in the Red Line, the rematch. Love the pod. Keep them coming." Jack Blackburn, he's in. He says, "Can't wait for this. Welcome back, boys." George James says, "Brett doesn't like hot fruit." He's in. And we're nearly at the end now. Richard Taylor, no hot fruit for me. I'm up for the challenge this year. How about adding something on best time this year? My PB was years ago. Well, that's why, Rick, we have decided to make it not just about a time improvement rather than an age grade improvement. So, I mean, it does go against you if your best time in Parkrun was years ago. Not against you, but it makes your job a little harder.
Well, it depends how much older you are, because each year it gets easier. Well, not easier, but your time becomes higher within your age grade, because the same time, if you run the same time, but you're a year older, you get a better age grade.
But I think what he's saying is, could we make it about this year, like a season's best? But I think we have to go with the original idea, don't we?
Yeah. But as I say, even if you run the same time as you run 5 years ago, you get a better age grade. So your age
5
grade
years older.
PB will go up because you're 5 years older.
Yeah. So we did actually say that if you've got a birthday over July and August, over the challenge, we think that because you'll be a year older to Parkrun.
Yeah. You get a slight improvement anyway.
Yeah. So Reese Porter has said, "Hi, Brett and Andy. Hope you're both well. Hope I'm not too late to the party, but I'm interested. And I hope I get a place and looking forward to participating." Well, Reese, you're in. Nathan Cleary says, "It's Ghost Pepper here on YouTube. Just dropping me deets for the Parkrun challenge. Can't believe Brett hates hot fruit. Nothing better than apple crumble and custard. See you on the leaderboard." Cameron Wilson, here he is, has said, "Interested in joining this year's challenge. Hot fruit, come on. I think I'm the opposite. The thought of cold fruit at the bottom of a trifle makes me shudder." Cheers,
trifle.
lads. It says, "Cheers, lads, and all the best. Will we be seeing you on Sunday at Northbrook 10K? I'm on bib number giving out duty on Sunday morning if you are." I won't be there because I will be in a hole, basically, from my ultra. I have heard that the Northbrook 10K is a cracker, though. I just basically wanted to run my ultra because it's my last week of freedom before getting in a training block. So I've chosen that. And that's it. We're up to date. So that's everyone who's in. That's everyone that said they are in.
Excellent. Good. There hasn't any gone to our junk, is there?
I don't think so. No, I don't think there is. No, there's not.
Good. Ace, well, thank you very much to everybody who has entered so far. Again, if you do want to enter, there's still time up until next Friday. Just email us at runningtheredlinepod@gmail.com. Let us know your name and your Parkrun barcode A number, and tell us what Andy's not very good at on a Saturday morning.
Well, I've just looked in our spam and it's fascinating. We've had a proposal for a collaboration for a touchscreen multifunctional electric steamer. Dear, and it says, "Dear," not even to anybody, just "Dear, wish you have a nice day. Would you please give me kindly 1 minute to introduce our new design?" So we get so many of these emails every day. So that's pretty funny. "Hi there. I came across your Amazon store in the menswear space." They obviously like our style. Anyway, there's quite a few there. But where are we now? 2:07. We have got a delayed end of the podcast quiz. Have we got enough time? Or do you want to put it off another week? Do you want to make it a World Cup special that's got nothing to do with the World Cup? Should we do it next week? I could just whiz through it.
Well, we've still got to do the end thing as well, and we're on 2:08.
Yeah, we can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Right. Okay. Question number 1, and there is a connection.
Excellent.
And what I will say, it is loosely, very loosely, World Cup themed. Very loosely. Question 1. What is the name of the movement in ballet when you bend both knees, the torso is kept upright, and the feet are turned outward?
Do
Do you want me to model it for you?
Yeah, go on.
It's this one. You can't really see.
Is that like what's?
It's a French word.
Is it like a plie or plie?
That's it. Correct.
Yes.
Plie. Very good. Question 2. How is your football knowledge? What is the nickname of football team Sheffield United?
Oh, Sheffield United. Oh, I'm not very good at this.
You could probably work it out. Do you know what Sheffield is known for?
It's this.
Apart
it's
from Def
steel.
Leppard.
It's just stainless steel. They're known for, aren't they?
Yeah.
Is it the Steelers or the? Isn't their logo two swords?
Yes.
Swords?
Very good. Yes. All right. So close, but you can see if you can get the connection. Question 3. Made up of vodka and fresh orange juice, a Harvey Wallbanger is also known as what type of cocktail?
Vodka and orange juice.
Yeah. A Harvey Wallbanger.
Yes.
Shall I move on?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know that one.
Okay. Question 4. Which horror film in 2004 was shot in just 18 days on a shoestring budget, directed by James Wan?
James Wan. 2004. That's got to be something like...
You'll know it.
It's got to be something like The Grudge or The Ring or something like that.
I'm going to give you a clue. It's one word. One small word. Question number 5.
Oh, is it Wreck?
No.
No.
No. Question number 5. You probably know this. Which iconic ride at Alton Towers ran from 1980 to 2008 and was the UK's first double inverting coaster, and part of its track is now a landmark at the entrance plaza?
Is it the Corkscrew?
Yes. So what have you got?
So hang on. Screwdriver is the third one.
Yes. Yes. Harvey Wallbanger was also known as a screwdriver. Very good.
So are you saying that plie is a bit like pliers, and they're all tools? So you've got the swords, the screwdriver, this corkscrew. So what would the horror film be if it's a tool?
Oh, but the Sheffield United one.
Yeah.
It begins with the letter B. The
blades.
Blades, yes.
Yes.
And remember, the connection is loosely World Cup based. Can you get this final one?
Loosely World Cup.
Do you know which team is playing Argentina in the quarterfinal on Sunday night?
Yeah. Who's playing Argentina? What's that gone at?
Lots of mountains here, like chocolate. Cheese.
Oh, Switzerland.
Yes, but that is the clue, but not the connection. Can you get that from the answers you've got?
A Swiss Army knife.
Yeah. These are all things you can find in a Swiss Army knife. But can you get question 4? Which horror film was in 2004? One small word.
Saw.
Yes!
Man.
You've got it. There you
Of
go.
course it was.
All things you can find on a Swiss Army knife. Not my best. Not my best.
I
But
love the fact that you've gone for plie for pliers. Whereas I would have definitely gone for who was the second half of the duo with Shakademus.
I don't even know.
Pliers.
Pliers. I would never have known that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Is Shakademus? I know you want to go about Maxine.
No. I'm pretty sure they did.
Murder, she wrote.
No, I think they did Tease Me, was it?
Yes. Tease me, tease me, tease me, tease me, baby.
Oh, hang on. Let me have a look. Shakademus.
Shakademus. Twist and shout, tease me. I want to be your man.
Yeah, Shakademus and Pliers.
Tease me.
There we go. Oh, they did do Murder, She Wrote as well, yeah.
Yes, I thought so, yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. There you go. So now we are left with one final thing to do.
Yes. All we need to do is the Strava segment. Right, here we go. I've got to find it. Hang on. Too busy Googling Shakademus and Pliers. Right, so last week's leaderboard. In first place, he's done it again for the second week running with a perfect distance of 100.1 miles.
Oh, is it Maisie?
Is Adam Mays.
He's done it again.
Yeah.
What a lad. That's amazing.
Perfect. So, 100.1 miles from Adam Mays, which is awesome.
So now everybody knows what the target is for the hat trick. Yeah. He's going for the 100. Will someone stop him?
Yeah. In second place, upper place from last week. It's like top of the pops. Up one from last week. In second place is Miles the dog.
Miles the dog, amazing.
With 73.7 miles.
Love it.
And in third place is Kyle Blacketer with 72.7 miles. So awesome from you three.
Amazing.
In first place for climbing is Denai Kuden with 7,935 foot. In second place is James Macken with 7,805 foot. And
here he is.
Third place is John Brasmadeira with 5,728 foot. So,
amazing.
Awesome work from you three. And then for our ladies, in first place for distance is Victoria Lee with 67.3 miles. In second place is Chloe Hamard with 62.4 miles. And third is Rachel Watson with 52.1 miles. And then for our distance, first place, Jackie Wilson, 3,881 foot. Second, Ash Spedding with 2,717 foot. And in third, Aveen D with 2,462 foot.
Amazing
work from everybody.
Yeah. Epic.
So, tomorrow, no parkrun for you because you are going to run 10 parkruns in a row.
Yeah. What am I doing? So, starting from now, because in a minute, when my drone comes, I'm going to get it go and fly it just so I can just practice with it,
Yeah.
and then drop me bottles and water and stuff like that off. Hope nobody nicks it overnight, and yes, hope Liam doesn't and his mate don't nick it either in the morning. And then so then that'll be me good to go. Can't wait. I'll give you a full report next week.
Ace. I ain't got a clue what I'm doing tomorrow morning yet. Whether I just go down to Ara Valley like I normally do, or whether I go somewhere else, I don't know. I'm going to decide during this evening. So,
but we will see everybody if they want to join us to kick off Parkrunning the Red Line. We're going to be down at the Valley, aren't we?
Yes. So we are going to be at Ara Valley on the 18th of July. I didn't realise as well, but it's Ara Valley's birthday on the 18th of July. So it'll be a birthday celebration for Ara Valley Parkrun.
Yeah.
But also it's going to be the kickoff, the start of Parkrun in the Red Line, and old Sam Bacon.
He's looking good, isn't he, Bacon? He's looking good. He's got inside my head. He's got under my skin.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat.
Coming up to Ara Valley to duke it out with Andy and try and run that fast parkrun. Yeah,
hopefully we can just get each other through. All failing that, I'll just grab hold of Sam.
I'm going to be pacing. I asked Sam, do you still want pacing, or is it just a free for all? And he was like, nah, pace me. Actually, his message read like, pace me,
like one of your French girls.
So I'm going to be pacing. So we'll see which one of you two actually holds on.
And we look forward to seeing you at Ara Valley. But remember, commiserations if you run a PB tomorrow. Yesterday, by the time you listen to this. Because you just made it harder for yourself.
Yeah, you've made yourself a hard challenge, yeah.
But yes, please, we've still got spaces in the challenge. Let us know by Friday at midnight and you will be entered into the challenge.
Yeah, awesome. So, thank you so much for watching or listening, and we shall see you next week. Cheers, guys.
Adios.